The extent to which the Chinese economy has deteriorated can be seen in the recent sudden collapse of a branded auto company. On December 11, 2024, the new car brand Ji Yue, which is backed by Chinese tech giant Baidu, suddenly announced its instant disbanding. The news shocked China. Baidu and Chinese car manufacturer Geely founded the company as Jidu Auto in early 2021 and later rebranded it as Ji Yue last year. On December 11th, Xia Yiping, CEO of Ji Yue Auto, held an internal meeting with all employees online, saying that the company encountered difficulties in its operations and needed to make adjustments, kicking off the Starting Up 2.0 phase. A few hours later, the Ji Yue team announced that the group was disbanding on the spot, leaving the social insurance, housing provident fund, and severance pay of the company's more than 5,000 employees in limbo. Only about 100 operation and maintenance staff remained at this big company. On December 11th, a netizen posted a video confirming that security guards used a fence to surround the Ji Yue store in the mall. Mall security has locked down the Ji Yue Auto. It's completely over. According to a report by Tencent Motors, all Ji Yue Auto stores have been temporarily closed, and all the new cars are locked up nationwide, so test drives are unavailable. All sales staff have been laid off, even though some may not be aware. The news is like a bomb, and all the employees are shocked. One live streamer and her partner were doing the car selling online, and they suddenly heard the news of their company's closure. What is their reaction? It's over. The company is over. November's performance and this month's base salary will not be paid for a while. Then we can get N+1 compensation. But how can we get the compensation? What's the promise? That we will all leave together on December 16th. That means I still have to go to work tomorrow. Just clock in. I suggest we still clock in. I would suggest to do so. So, is the company going to pay us the compensation or not? He said he would, but must find the money first. He needs to solve the money problem. So we won't pay compensation if there's no money? He is willing to pay if there is money, but it seems that he doesn't have any. What's the situation now? The investment is withdrawn. No money. He doesn't have any money, so there's no money now. What do you mean he is willing to pay if he has? I worked so hard for the whole month, and now he will tell me he isn't going to pay me? Wow, the audience of live streamers are over 200 people. I'm sad. I kinda wanted to cry. We have been working really hard for the past month. What should we do if someone wants to take a look at the car now? Don't let them come. Don't come, it's closed. It's closed. Suddenly, I feel it's very funny and I want to film one. We can't get the wages. This time it's really sad. Don't come to check the car. We're closed. Don't come in, we're closed. Just go. Yes, we're completely closed. We just closed today. Just leave. Who understands? With Chinese New Year just around the corner, people are waiting for their money for this most important holiday. It's not hard to understand why the live streamers broke down and cried when Ji Yue Automobile went out of business this time. Here is the emotional plea of another live streamer. Should our grassroots workers be exploited? Aren't we human? Don't we need to eat and drink every day? I have worked overtime late into the night. Now they say they don't want to pay. Then I won't be able to get the payment. How could such a thing just happen? Can you get some tissues? My nose won't stop running and it keeps dripping into my mouth. On December 13th, Ji Yue Auto employees gathered at the headquarters in Shanghai. They besieged the CEO, Xia Yiping, demanding that he come up with a concrete solution to the employee compensation caused by the company's disbanding. Protect employees' legitimate rights and interests. Baidu should be responsible for this. Ji Yue should be responsible for this. Pay back the money. Xia Yiping, pay back the money, Xia Yiping. Xia Yiping, return the money. Xia Yiping, return the money. This is him negotiating with the employees at the scene. Everyone, please be quiet. How many people have been affected by the sudden stop supply of the social insurance? Right. You're dragging your feet, only talking about it today. Why didn't you let us know earlier? Please answer the question directly. Answer our questions. Calm down, calm down. Can you stop talking about other issues? First of all, I'm trying to solve all these problems. If I want to avoid them, I won't be here today. Then tell us your solution. My solution? There is no solution. I'm just communicating with everyone now. I'm communicating with all sides. I'm trying to solve the problem and not running away. You are maliciously cutting off other people's paths. I have no malicious intent. I don't even bother to cut them off. Why wasn't there any risk warning in advance? Why are we not allowed to know the risk? Can I resign? Why pretend that things have been fine these past few months? If the situation was so good, why did it turn out like this? I know. I've been working really hard too. I've worked really hard too. Everyone can see the problems. Aren't you just saying word salad? I'm just saying this sentence. Everyone. Give us your savings to pay for our social insurance. Where are your wife and kids? You move your family to Singapore and you know nothing? Previously, owners of forest stores in many parts of China have fled. This time, the CEO of Ji Yue Motors was even blocked by workers at the headquarters. Some people pointed out that this is unprecedented in the history of the automobile industry. Xia said that the company is currently unable to pay the workers' social insurance for November this year. Ji Yue gave the employees two options. The first is to voluntarily resign before December 16, 2024, sign an agreement with the company, and compensation will be paid before February 15, 2025. It should be N+1. N means the years you worked in the company, which will be counted as the same number of months' salary. However, the company cannot guarantee this because it has no money. The second option for employees is to keep their position with no salary, no social insurance contribution, and no pension contributions. This is known as working at one's own expense. On the evening of December 13th, employee representatives and Xia Yiping negotiated until after 10 p.m. Xia Yiping promised to respond to the workers' demands at 8 p.m. the following night. On December 15th, Ms. Wang, an employee of Ji Yue Auto, told overseas Chinese media that they had been fighting for their rights at the Shanghai headquarters for 4 days. Many police officers arrived and surrounded the entire Ji Yue campus. They're already in place. They're all in place. Look, they're all in place. The results come out and our negotiations have failed. No one is responsible for our more than 4,000 employees. No one is willing to pay the workers' wages, this month's social insurance, or the compensation that is due. He deliberately drags his feet, dragging on until everyone forgets about it. Just like the other boss 2 years ago, they always say nice things and promise to help us, but then they use public platforms against us, announcing things like resume the working and resume the producing, and claiming that it was the workers who drove the company into bankruptcy. They also say that they will protect the rights of car owners and ask them to rest easy. The woman in the video said that if such a big problem affecting more than 10,000 car owners and 4,000 employees is left unresolved, no one will buy new energy vehicles in the future, and no one will feel secure working in this industry. Later, other Ji Yue employees confirmed that the November salaries and social insurance contributions have been paid. How will they get the money? According to Ms. Xiao, an employee in the R&D department of Ji Yue Auto, in the end, the result of our negotiations was that Baidu paid Xia Yiping the money and then he paid the social insurance contributions for the previous month. Ms. Xiao said that the employees were worried that Xia Yiping would run away, so they scheduled the shift to keep an eye on Xia. We have a car team follow him even when he goes to the airport. He is a shareholder and we are negotiating to get our legitimate rights and interests. This is what we deserve. The police are with us for 12 hours, taking turns. Other workers are taking their own ways to stop losses. A Ji Yue Livestreamer told Chinese media that after the company announced its closure, workers began taking materials and equipment from the stores as their compensation. A Chengdu store Livestreamer confirmed. Today, everyone came to the company to find ways to get compensation. They took everything, small gifts, aromatherapy, even toilet paper. Many store staff took away anything they could find. Last night, the test car in our store was also secretly driven away by non-store employees. But something needs to be returned. There was a note online. Whoever took the microwave, please bring it back today. It belongs to the cleaning company. On December 13, 2024, Baidu and Geely announced in a joint statement that Ji Yue Auto had laid off staff and closed its business, saying that the business had encountered challenges. As for the reason for the sudden closure, Xia Yiping told employees that Baidu had originally planned to invest US $412 million, but suddenly stopped the investment, resulting in a capital hole of $961 million and a broken capital chain. In addition, pictures circulating on the internet show that the A-lot, that is the artificial intelligence of things of Ji Yue Autos, has also defaulted on payments and received a notice from the internet company saying that if the $282,000 is not paid by December 20th, 2024, the A-lot will be disconnected. In response, netizens have voiced their opinions. This is terrible, considering it's a connected car. And some joked, if you don't pay by the 20th, none of the cars of Ji Yue will be able to connect to the internet. Now the car robot has become a four-wheeled electric bicycle. Some have pointed out, now cars with unlimited data have no entry to connect to other networks. Let's see if Ji Yue can update the system before the internet is disconnected, otherwise all their cars will be garbage. Some people also noticed, some buyers get a new car in the morning, then in the afternoon the car company goes out of business. Due to the sudden closure, cars of this brand worth about $30,000 quickly depreciated to a cabbage price. This picture shows that the sale price at Ji Yue Sales Center is $2,718, including license plate, tax, and insurance. One showroom in a shopping mall somewhere in China was deserted, with only 2 new cars on the lot. There was a note taped to the window of one car saying, "Please contact the property manager if you need to unlock." Why was the car locked? The company owes the mall money. Owing the mall money, right? But these 2 cars aren't worth much. If you sell this car, it might be worth about $17,000. $2,745 USD. What? It's for sale for only $2,745 USD? The blogger said that the car was originally priced at $30,184.50. Now it's only $2,745 USD, so we bought it. The lady just picked up her new car, but the company goes bankrupt. I was just basking in the joy of picking up my new car, and the next thing I heard was your car company has gone bankrupt. Well, I want to know if there was another big victim in the city besides me. I just bought insurance this morning, and as soon as I entered the last digit of my password, my brother said, "Ji Yue closed down, did you know?" I was completely stunned. This is the confession of another car owner who just picked up her car. Are there any car owners worse off than me? I convinced my family to buy 3 cars from Ji Yuan. When I decided to buy them, no one could stop me. I didn't sleep at all last night, and I don't know what to do next. Here is another young woman who just got her new car. I bought a new car at the end of July, and when I checked Douyin at noon today, I discovered that Ji Yue Auto closed down. I was looking forward to upgrading to the 3.0 autonomous driving version. The wave of closures in the automotive industry is here. Let's not talk about those inferior brands that have already closed down, but some of the regulars are also in trouble now. For example, Niza and Ji Yue, 2 brands Zeekr and Link & Company, which are owned by Jidu Auto Group, have also merged. The blogger pointed out that in order to cut costs, most manufacturers except for a few leading brands are having a hard time, and the losses are too high. Even foreign brands are not doing well these days. A mechanic at a car repair shop described the embarrassing situation of new energy vehicles. If a new energy vehicle company closes down, how miserable would the car owners be? In real life, when it comes to maintenance, if the forest shop closes down and there are no spare parts, all the warranties will be empty talk. Software service updates will also stop. Green services also become invalid. Not to mention the value of the car. The problem with used cars is not that they cannot be sold at a high price, but that no one wants them. There is also the problem of insurance, which may be refused or the premium increased. Daily driving is likely to be plagued by high failure rates as the car's intelligent brain configuration does not work. Previously, Ji Yue had boldly stated that it would compete with Tesla. As a result, no one expected it to suddenly shut down. American economist David Huang told overseas Chinese media that because China has been unable to make technological breakthroughs in the engines and transmissions of traditional vehicles, it chose to develop electric vehicles, which have lower development thresholds and only require motors and batteries. Later, the CCP unilaterally declared the electric vehicles were new energy vehicles and initiated climate negotiations with the US and European countries to trick them into accepting carbon emission targets. As the Beijing government strongly supports companies to produce electric vehicles and provides substantial financial subsidies, this has directly resulted in more than 300 Chinese companies participating in EV manufacturing. David Huang pointed out, on the one hand, the Chinese government's financial expenditure is already insufficient and subsidies have been greatly reduced. On the other hand, Europe and the US have also seen through the CCP's new energy vehicle scam. So without subsidies, this kind of industry, which has developed in the same way as the Great Steel and Great Leap Forward campaigns of 1957 and 1958, will eventually lead to excessive internal competition. David Huang said that after losing the government subsidies, many Chinese auto companies simply cannot make a profit. In addition, the Chinese economy is in a serious downturn and people's consumption power is seriously lacking, so many Chinese car companies can no longer operate. That's all for today. If you enjoy our content, please like, subscribe, comment, or share it with a friend. We appreciate your support and we'll see you next time.